We need more games like Senran Kagura. And what I mean by that is we need games that are able to just pretty much go, hi, here's the kind of experience that I offer. If you think that sounds fun, come on in and let's have some fun. Oh, that doesn't really sound like your cup of tea? Okay, well, we'll be here if you change your mind. Because too many games now seem to fall into one of a couple different categories. The first one is they want you to mindlessly devote all of your time to them. Just think of any multiplayer game that's out nowadays, really, like Overwatch, Valorant, Apex, hell, even League of Legends, if I could pronounce that correctly and not trip over my tongue like an idiot. And then, of course, you have the other ones where, sure, they're single player, but you still got to be connected to the internet so that we can, push, all kinds of other shit. No, but if you want to be able to access all of this stuff, you got to buy this, crazy expensive DLC just so you can have access to everything. But if you don't want to, then, well, that's on you. You're just going to be left out from all this exclusive shit, which is annoying. And then you have the other one where I don't personally pay attention to this one as much, but I've been seeing a lot more people complain about a lot more games now trying to essentially shove some kind of a conveniently political message down your throat. I don't really pay attention to that one as much, so I don't really have room to talk about that one. Although, admittedly, one example I did spot that I thought was kind of stupid was the new Assassin's Creed that's coming out that's supposed to be like set in Japan. Apparently, for a promotional thing, they sent out a bunch of like free shit to a handful of like Japanese YouTubers, but then a game that's supposedly going to be rooted in like actual history has not only blatant historical inaccuracies in some of the free shit that was sent, but then the fucking box has kanji that aren't even actually kanji on it, which makes it very clear that somebody in the marketing team or whoever it was that was supposed to like be in charge of making sure that shit was okay clearly did not do their job, which is just sad. Which I understand because of the way games and everything are. The ultimate goal for most games nowadays is to make money off it, which fine, but if the game itself sucks or is unfun to play, or in the case of a lot of games nowadays, get continual backlash before they're even out just because of what should be easy things to fix or just ultimately minute and stupid details. Like I saw a bunch of people complaining about the protagonist of the Star Wars Outlaws, and apparently like a lot of people really were not too keen on her design, so to speak. I personally don't care because I'm not going to be playing the game because I don't feel like spending, that kind of money on a game that I'm going to basically, once I clear the story mode, I'm probably never going to touch it again. So, like, I'd rather take that money and, like, go on a small little trip here. Like, for the same amount of money it would cost me to buy, like, the full thing of the Star Wars Outlaws, I could go on a good day trip like outside of Tokyo for probably half that. Like that probably would be able to get me the train ticket there and back, at least 2 meals worth of food, and probably a small souvenir for the same amount of money. Like I'm sorry, but I'd rather spend my money on that. But then you have a lot of these games that are a little older or maybe forgotten, and I'm using Senran Kagura as the example just because I'll admit it, I'm a really big fan of the series. But basically with those games, you know exactly what they are. They're very open about what those games are, and if that's your speed, you're more than welcome to enjoy it. If it's not, nobody's really going to say anything because, oh, that's not your thing? Okay, well, if you change your mind, we'll be here. You're more than welcome to join us anytime, And I found that a lot of the communities behind a lot of those games tend to be a lot more chill and welcoming. Admittedly, though, again, with Senran Kagura as the example, any new anything that comes out for it, we'll just take what we can get. As much as we want to hope for certain new things, you know, you gotta take what you can. I don't know. I just think it's kind of dumb how games, at least to me, it seems like that they used to be, the primary goal used to be to create, you know, a fun, enjoyable experience that, you know, if not most everyone can enjoy, then at very least, you know, a decent amount of people could enjoy. Like, obviously, everyone has different tastes. Some people will find some games fun that others will not. For example, I personally can't stand Battle Royale games, but they still always seem to be pretty popular. But, hey, that's just not my cup of tea, therefore I don't play it. And then if other people that do enjoy BR games don't enjoy some of the games I do, hey, whatever. That's, you know, their thing. But now it seems to just be about, you know, make as much money as possible by, you know, grinding all this other stuff out and boardrooming everything to death until it becomes as profitable as possible. But then they have a complete lack of self-awareness to simultaneously turn around and go, why are people hating on some of this kind of stuff? Why are some of the fans so upset? Like, hello, Earth to dumbass, you lost sight of the original goal. And then you're turning around and wondering why we're unhappy about that. Like, come on. Anyway, long BS rant aside, I think we need games to primarily be fun and enjoyable again, rather than just Skinner box bullcrap that not even the target audience can really enjoy anymore. We need more games like Senran Kagura. We need games to actually be fun again.